Hello, welcome along to Bangkok ChitChat. And I suppose, Andrew, really, this is, we could say, a Bangkok ChitChat special.
I suppose it is, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be talking to Kay Goslin, who experienced a 14-day quarantine, courtesy of the Thai government, and actually just what happened to her during those times. So shall we bring her on?
Yep, I think that's a good idea.
Be a bit lost without her, to be honest. And there we go, ding dong, and we're rolling.
Hi.
There she is. Hello. How are you?
Hi. I'm great. How are you?
All right, you're looking for. Are you from home there or from an office?
No, I'm actually at the coffee shop.
Oh, free Wi-Fi. Free Wi-Fi. We love it.
Why not?
All right, let's get into it. Before we go into your actual 14 days that you were, I was going to use the word incarcerated, but to some it does sound a bit like that. First of all, we'd like to know a bit of the backstory. Where were you flying from and what did you have to do to actually get on the plane?
Okay, so I was flying from the United States. I was in Seattle. I had to register with the Thai embassy there and telling them that I want to go back. So for my case, I was really lucky because I registered like today, and the next day I got an email back from them that I can go home, and this is the process that you have to do. Yeah. But in many cases, I chose Japan Airlines. There were like Korean Airlines and Asian Airlines and Japan Airlines. So I chose to fly with Japan Airlines because of the date and the flight and the time. And also the ticket is really hard to get because it's limited. It's not a full flight because they have to have the social distancing on the plane. Yeah.
So what paperwork did you need? Did you need any fit to fly certificates or anything like that?
Yes. So I'm going to tell you, like, once I got an email back from the embassy, I will have to contact the travel agent. They will send me the name and the list of the travel agent where I can contact and buy the ticket from them. And also they will have the flight that is available, and I can select the date and the time, but it's not a lot. And on my case, I got the email from them on 18th of June. So the 19th of June, I was working to get my ticket. And once I get my ticket, then I can submit the ticket, and I have to submit, that's about it, the ticket to the embassy. So they can process the certificate of traveling back. Like, this is to bring me like, oh, they allow me to come back to Thailand. You need to get this certificate. It's called COE. Certificate of
entry. Certificate of entry.
Yes. Yeah. I could not remember the name. Yeah. So once, and prior to 74 hours before you fly, you need to get the fit to fly. You don't need to get the COVID test, only fit to fly.
Wow.
For Thai national. Yep.
Well, I guess if you had a temperature, you wouldn't have been allowed, you wouldn't be fit to fly.
Yeah. So, but basically the fit to fly thing is.
Do they do a temperature test just when you arrive at the airport, or do they not do anything, or what?
The temperature test will do it once I arrive at the airport.
Yeah, but the fit to fly, what do they do to make you fit to, to prove that you were fit to fly?
Well, for my case, I don't know about other people. So they will have the Thai embassy will have the list of the places where you can get the fit to fly certificate. I chose to go to the place called Passport Health. And because of the COVID situation, the office is closed. What you can do is that you have to call them, make an appointment, and then you do the video call with them. So basically, you just want to make sure that you are healthy enough to fly. Like, you don't need to get like a wheelchair or anything, and that's about it.
Okay, so there was no physical examination?
No. And I heard from other people as well that they go to like other university hospital, but it's all on like virtual clinic. Because right now in the States, I mean, it's really hard to see a doctor right now.
Yeah, so all right, there you are with all the certification and all that. You get to the airport and you're checking in as normal, I guess. Is there anything different in that process of getting onto the plane?
Well, before you check in, you have to go get the document from the Thai embassy rep. So they'll have like the station there. You get everything, or they will check you the fit to fly certificate and all the paperwork. And they will give you, this is really impressive. So once you get the document from them, they'll give you a sticky rice and a fried pork, like a little pack of food and water, and a set of masks and gloves.
And gloves. Wow.
Yes.
That
And
is
then you go
impressive.
check in at the counter. That was really impressive because there's nothing to eat at the airport. So that was really helpful.
Okay. All right. Okay.
With the airlines, did you know when you had to book your ticket, was it really expensive? Was it normal price or how was that?
I think it's the full flight. So it's only one way ticket. It will cost about $1,000 to $1,500. It depends on the airline. So the price range is about that. Yeah.
So they weren't taking advantage of you, which is good.
I still think it's a little bit expensive because normally with like that price, you can get like a round trip ticket on economy. But for this time, it's like one way. But I think it's better than nothing because you can't really get a flight back. So, and then it's a social distancing.
What class were you? What class were you on? Were you on business class?
I was on business class because I chose to be social distancing from everybody else. Yeah.
Was there many people in business class?
There were like 5, 6 people.
Right. Okay. All right.
And the whole plane, there was like about 100 something people for the whole plane.
Okay, so this is really, really interesting. So takeoff is normal. What about the hostesses? What were they wearing? Were they in hazmat suits or just a mask?
No, just the mask and the gloves.
And the gloves. Okay.
Yeah.
So service was as normal, really, through the flight.
Service was normal. Yes.
Okay. All right then. So let's move a bit more forward. You flew into Suvarnabhumi. Oh, go on then, Andrew.
Did you have to go and do any transit? Stop off on the way? You know.
Yeah, we do transit. So I flew from LA and then we transit in Haneda.
And what about the process there? Did you had to get off? Did you have to get checked, etc.? Any processes you had to go through from in there?
No.
Did you get off the plane?
So we got off the plane. We just you have to scan, you go through security, and that's about it. And then we were just waiting there for like 13 hours. The lounge was closed, so there's nothing really. It's really quiet at the airport. Yeah, we were like we have. Yeah.
Did you say 13 hours?
Yeah, 13 hours.
You were stuck there for in transit, or the. Sorry, I don't understand. You said in transit when you got off in Canada. How long did you stay there before you got back on?
Not in Canada. So I flew from LA to Haneda in Japan.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Canada.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. No. I was going to say that's a long way round.
Let me think about the connecting time. I think it's not 13. It's about 10 hours. Yeah, it's about 10 hours. Yeah. So like I arrived in Japan like 5 p.m. and then we flew out like at 3 a.m. in the morning. So it's about 9 hours, 10 hours.
Yeah, I've done that route before as well. Okay. So
how did you find within the airport? Were they all wearing masks or anything?
Yeah, they're all wearing masks, and there was actually no one. Like the whole section that we were there was no one besides us.
Okay.
And there are like two restaurants open, but they close at 10. So everyone had to get the food before 10, and that's it. That's all the service we got. Yeah.
All right. So you landed at Suvarnabhumi and you disembarked. And then what was the procedure? What was the process from getting off the plane?
So there were like a line of people waiting for you outside. Like you feel like you're a VIP, but actually they're like watching you, like don't leave, don't try to escape. So you just walk through like the line of people until almost the end. Then you'll find the station that they would check your document. They need to see your fit to fly, the COE document. Once they check your document, then you go through another station to get your temperature check. And once you get your temperature check, then you go through the immigration. The immigration is easy. And then you pick up your luggage. And once you get your luggage, you will go. So at at the temperature check station, you will know where will you stay.
Yeah. Did you have a choice in where you wanted to stay? Did they give you a list of names or no?
No. So it's just,
you stay here.
random. Yeah, you stay here. This is where we're going to put you today.
Right.
Yeah.
So where were you designated to stay?
John Tien Holiday Pattaya.
Holiday Inn.
So yeah, John Tien Holiday Inn. It's not the Holiday Inn Shane. It's the local Holiday Inn Shane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Did you pay for that? So your stay there was free?
Free. The whole thing is free if you chose to go with state quarantine.
Now,
but
is that the same? Oh, sorry. Go on, Kai. Okay.
But you also, like, if you want to stay in a nicer place, you can reserve your own hotel. I mean, the government will give you the list that this hotel are working with the government, but then you have to pay starting from 30,000 baht. Yeah.
Whoa. For
30,
14
yeah.
days. Bloody hell.
Yes. Yeah. But I was cheap. So I'm like, nope. Because before I flew, I looked on many review of the other Thai people who got back and they sent the state quarantine and it was not that bad. It was okay. So I chose this state quarantine and it was not bad.
So you then get out of the airport and then shuttle bus and were the people wearing masks? And I think everyone's in hazmat suits and that. It wasn't quite like that. Oh.
Some of them, especially at the temperature test station, they will wear the suit and everything. But then once you left the immigration, everyone was just wearing a mask and the gloves. Right. And then before you get into the bus, they will stop you and then they'll spray your suitcase with alcohol and they spray you everything.
Wow.
And then
was there many people on the bus? Were there many people?
There were 25 people per bus. So we had about 5 buses on the trip. Yeah.
And did the bus go directly to your hotel or did it drop other people off at other places? Or was your one
directly to the hotel? The bus are not allowed to stop anywhere. And also, we have the motorcade, leading us the whole way. So we feel like we're a VIP,
So waving, people going.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
so there were no traffic at all. It was pretty quick to get there. It took us an hour and a half to get there.
All right. I seem to have all the questions, Andrew, but I'm sort of really into the whole journey process.
Keep going.
Oh, okay. So, because I'm living this with you, Kay. I'm there with you. So,
okay.
But yeah. So you get to the hotel and do you touch your bags again or do the bags get taken to your room? Who meets you and what are they dressed like?
Okay. So at the hotel, they just dress normal. They just wear a mask and the gloves. And when I got to the hotel, you have to go get the temperature check again and get registered and get the hotel key. And once you get the hotel key, then you just tell them this is your suitcase. Someone will bring it up for you, which is really nice.
Yeah.
And then I got into the room and that's it. But the first day, they didn't count as day 1 of quarantine. So I arrived on the 25th of June. My first day of quarantine starting on the 26th.
So you had an extra day. So 15 days, really?
Yeah. Total was 16 days, 15 nights.
Okay. So Andrew, you do butt in. I'm on a bit of a roll here, but you've probably got a list of questions. I just want to know, you get in the room, shut the door, bang, 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 bang. There you are, isolated in your room.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go on for food, I guess.
Yes.
Did you have a choice in what you could eat, or did they just deliver?
No,
whatever?
You don't actually have a choice. But if you have any diet restriction, you can tell them you cannot eat this and eat that. But they will try to. Yeah. And that's it. But you don't see the menu in advance. It's a surprise gift every meal. What am I gonna eat this time?
It was the highlight of the day, right? When the meal arrived.
Is.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Not that I've been in prison.
Could you order something on your own account if you wanted, or you get no choice?
Yes, I can order the a la carte menu from the hotel, but the problem is that we cannot do it every day. Any day that the hotel have the newcomer coming in or the old group left, then they'll stop this service. So, and we cannot start ordering like after 3 days of quarantine, because they just worried that you're going to have the stomach problem, all of this and this and that, which I'm like, I don't have that problem. You can start serving me since day one, but they wouldn't do it.
Okay, so how long was it before you could?
What about restrictions?
3 days.
No, I mean, you arrive in there, you're put in a room, maybe they lock the door and you can't get out, or...
Oh, no, not like that. Not like that. You cannot leave the room. They have the CCTV, so they can watch you. So we have the line group, you know, for the whole group. So we communicate through the line group to the hotel and everyone. And if someone walk out, because I saw it on the notification on the line group, like, oh, please go back to your room. You cannot walk outside or leave the room. So they're watching you.
Was that for the whole 14 days that you were stuck in there?
Yes. You cannot leave the room.
Did you leave the room at all?
Oh, I did, only to get the COVID test twice. So the COVID test will get done the first time, the 3 days after you arrive. And then you do it again, like the 3 days before you leave.
What about cleaning the room?
What
about the cleaning of the room, getting all the...
You clean yourself.
So they leave the bed sheets and things like that outside, and you open the door, take them in, and you do all that.
Yeah.
Do you have a balcony or anything? Can you get fresh air?
No balcony, no window. Like, it's the glass. It's like the big glass window. You cannot open the window.
All right. I mean, the story is so interesting, and I don't want to sort of pick it to pieces of what they should have done or shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
But you know, like vitamin D, you know, during this COVID is very important. I would have thought they could have. Was the hotel busy with normal guests, or was it just people that were?
There's
in
no
isolation?
normal guests. Yeah, no normal guests, just people in isolation.
And so I would have thought they could have worked out like an exercise yard or something that you could have walked around for an hour once a day just to get a bit of sunlight. And
no, but if you choose to stay with the hotel that you have to pay, I know that's one of the hotels you can go out walk like an hour a day in the garden at the hotel, which is which you could have done with, I guess. Sort of, but that hotel is expensive. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
So tell me, what did you do? I mean, did you? We understand that you have yoga classes. Do you have a studio here, or you do it remotely, or what?
I do it remotely.
Did you work teaching yoga online?
Oh no, the room that they stay in is like there are like two. It's double bed. There are 2 beds, so it's like pretty full. I don't really have a lot of space, so it's really hard for me to teach anyone. But my day to day is just like morning time is yoga, afternoon is cardio. So this is my routine.
So there was 2 of you in the room?
Only
but
one.
2 beds. Oh, okay.
But they got 2 beds. Yeah.
Okay. And what about entertainment in regards to you obviously had a TV, you had
Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix. You have the TV in the room, but it's all like Thai channel, and it's not interest me.
Yeah. But you had your
internet,
laptop.
Yes, but the internet issue there, because there's a lot of people staying at the hotel, so it's kind of slow. Sometimes you cannot connect to the internet, so you need to get like a SIM card, you know, different SIM card, and get the internet from the mobile service.
Which
you could do.
It'd be a nightmare for most people.
Yeah, but the hotel has the service. If you would like to buy something at 7-Eleven, you can send them the list of what you need, but it has to be dry food, not fresh food.
Yeah.
And they will charge you like 50 baht for the service.
Right.
So that's where they're making their money. No alcohol, I take it. No alcohol.
No alcohol. I just don't understand this, but no alcohol.
What about people who smoke? I mean, I know you don't smoke because you're into yoga.
Yeah, but you can't smoke in the hotel.
Oh, they're guys ripping the hair out. Look at me, I haven't got much left anyway. But,
Wow. I mean, I would have thought the best way was like, they want to smoke, fine. If they want to have a drink, let them get sedated.
No.
I mean, you know, I would have thought that would have been an answer, you know.
No. And like, you know, in the hotel room, they will provide you like a broom and a stick, you know, to clean. And they have like a dish soap and the sponge, you know, so you can wash the dishes and all of those stuff. And Yeah, you have to clean everything. You don't have a place to hang your clothes because you can't send the laundry to the hotel. So you just, trying to find a way, figure it out how to dry your clothes.
Okay, I mean, we've got to remember that this is a free service. How many
Yeah.
meals a day? How many meals a day did you? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I take it.
Yeah, 3 meals a day. Breakfast was served around 7:30 to 8, and then lunch is 11:30 to noon, and then dinner is around 5 o'clock every day. There's no break.
Okay, remember, I just want to say it now before I forget. I've seen a lot of pictures. I don't know where they were posted of your time there. Please send them to us on our email so that we can show the viewers your experience with the food. And I saw some pak kapow and an American fried rice dish, which didn't look too pleasing. But
did you go through any pain periods, or when during the time? So you maybe after the 5th day, it's like, oh, this is driving me mad, or
I was bored to death. I was like, I mean, my problem is food. I'm a foodie person. I love to eat, but the food there is delicious, but the portion is like tiny, really tiny. And judging from people who just came back from the States, and the American portion was like this big, and then it got like this much. So it was never enough for me.
Did you lose weight?
I think so. And then I worked out a lot. But for me, like, if I can order the food that I want all the time, I wouldn't have any problem, because I don't mind living by myself, not talking to anyone. But like sit by like day 5, I was like, oh my God, I want to eat something that is better than this, but I can't.
I bet, because you seem to be a very healthy lady and look after what you eat. But I guess round about day 5 or 6, you would have killed for a KFC.
Yeah, anything. Like, I just want everything. And then there's some day that the hotel, they were really nice enough that they have like the special menu where you can purchase. They will offer you sometime cake or something. I was like, oh my God, thank God, we got something. But it's not every day. But at least they have the service.
And you had to pay for that service.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, it's like dangling a carrot in front of a donkey, isn't it? Going, would you like a carrot? Yeah. How much? Oh, it's £50. Oh, never mind. I want that carrot.
Yeah. And also, the thing that they provide in the hotel is just one spoon. Like you see, like the Thai spoon where you put it in, just a regular spoon.
Yeah.
That's the only one that they give you. I was like, I requested the spoon and fork, the actual one. They said, no, we cannot provide you that. And I didn't get it at that time. And later on, I realized because they just worried that some people can committed suicide. That's why there's no sharp object in the room. Window cannot open, no balcony. Yeah.
I mean, I keep going back to it's free. And if you were loaded with money, I guess, taking another hotel, you may have had a few more options. Whether you could have smuggled a beer in or not, I don't know. But you would have had a better food, I guess, as many times as you want, if you could afford it. But it was free, and they were doing it really, really well. I'm quite impressed. One question, when you went for testing, where did you go? You went out. It must have been great going out the door. Hey, I'm out.
It's just like downstairs of the hotel, and that's it. Okay. You didn't go far.
And were they were obviously protected, the people that tested you?
Yeah, they're wearing like the suit and everything, and the mask.
Goodness gracious. So landed on the moon.
So they say after you can leave after 14 days, in your case 16 days in total, but at what point do they sort of, you've got confidence you don't have it, or or did you find out that any of the other guests did get it? And were they
we have the live so we have the live group. So like we did the first test, and the next day they would tell us, like, in the live group, like, no one, luckily in my group, no one got COVID both times. So the whole group was free, but they will give you like the result the next day. And at the end of the quarantine, they will give you the certificate of your test.
So you say you left, you left on the day 15 or whatever it was.
Yes.
The last test you had, how many days before you left?
3 days before.
Okay.
It's weird in a way, because 3 days before, if it takes a day, obviously you'd think they would do the test the 13th, they get the results, and you can go on the 14th.
I have no idea why, but maybe because there was a lot of people, another group in the hotel.
So,
All right.
how did you feel when they turned around and said, "You're free"? How did you feel?
Really happy, and especially no one in the group got COVID. Because if there's one person got COVID, well, then there will be another person, and it's going to be a mess.
And then would you have had to have stayed longer?
Maybe, could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
That's
I
when
don't want to do that.
Well, that's when the credit card comes out. I can't take another 14 days.
I'm done.
Move. Oh, yeah.
I heard like some Thai people who got the quarantine and they didn't like the hotel. Finally they can choose to pay and leave and go to another hotel. Yeah, there's some problem that have. Yeah.
Well, kudos for you for sticking it out. And I think we've covered it all. There may be a few round-off questions about your stay. I think Andrew obviously has half a dozen.
So just a question. From this, you're in a line group. You're obviously still in that line group with these people. Yeah. So have you actually built new relationships and friendships from this and shared things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we still keep that line group going. Yeah.
I can just imagine, I mean, when you all get told, listen, you're all free to go, you all came out, you must have said, oh, you must be recognizing the people because you hadn't seen them, hugging each other because you know they haven't.
No hugging, oh yeah.
No hugging.
Hug.
No. So on the day we left, so you can choose if you want to go back to Bangkok with the bus, or you can have the option like someone or your family come and pick you up. So I chose to stay there because I have a friend there. I want to visit her. So my friend was picking me up. I didn't go back to Bangkok. But if you like, let's say my hometown in Chiang Mai, they will have the bus taking you to Chiang Mai to your final destination.
Free?
Free.
Whoa.
So,
this is like.
So overall, from the point of view of when you left or you applied from the US to the point everything finished and you had freedom.
Yeah.
How would you rank that out of 1 to 10?
Oh, I would give them a 9, -1 for.
Whoa.
Well, hear me out. My whole process from the US, I had problem issue with my passport because it was going to expire. And I had 3 days to get its extension. I was in Seattle. I had to send my passport to LA.
Whoa.
They can manage that. And like, I just pick up my passport at the airport in LA. So they made that happen for me in like a short period of time. And like, I was impressed at the airport. The embassy rep was really nice. Everyone was nice. And even like at the Japan Airlines counter check-in, everyone was nice. And like, they don't care about the weight of your luggage because they consider this as the rescue flight. So free of charge. And when you landed in Thailand, everyone, all the people who are working, they're really professional. They're really nice to you. No one talked bad to me once. Like everyone was really nice and helpful.
I mean, first of all, a quick word to our editor, Jet. I want a round of applause for Kay here. Go on, Andrew, you're allowed to clap as well. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. So we'll get a sound effect on that one. But so first of all, that is brilliant. One question that has to be answered. So your friend picks you up and you went straight to where? Where did you go from the airport?
I went to, from Pattaya, from the hotel in Jomtien. So my friend was staying in Bang Sarai, which is not far from there, like 15 minutes from there. Yeah. I've never been there. Yeah,
okay, so what was, when you got into the accommodation and you put your bags down and you sat down and took a big sigh of relief, what was the first thing you ate or drank or did?
I would just go out to like the street food, on the street. And that's a simple meal. That's what I really need. I really miss this because you can't find that anywhere in the world. Yeah. And that's it.
What would you have done, Andrew? I know what I would have done, and I think mine's probably similar to yours.
One I would have immediately got probably a Snicker or something like that, or a cake. And a absolutely, yeah, for sure.
I would have gone for some suki and a nice ice cold beer, I think.
Oh yeah, and then after that I went to the beach, sitting down there having some time and coconut juice and everything, and drink in the afternoon. You know, like that's it. That's all I need.
I'd certainly be outside. I would not be in a room. I would refuse to go in a room.
No, I actually appreciate more. Like, oh, I love outside so much. You know, it's just you have a new perspective in life a little bit. You know.
I've got so many questions. So I wish this, because we've got to wrap it up. One question: do you think this 14, 15-day period, which of course was on top of getting here, which was a few days as well, and in transit, has that left an indelible print on your mind? Has that like something you will never, ever forget, and something to tell maybe your grandchildren? I don't know your marital status or whatever, but the next generation, is it something, a story to tell?
It is a story to tell, for sure. It's really hard, you know, especially for people who doesn't like to be alone. Like, for me, I'm fine, you know, as long as, you know, I have internet and food, and that's it, I'm fine. But mentally, it's challenging. Yeah. Because, you know, I have a view of the beach of Pattaya. I see the beach outside, and I was like, I really want to go there. I can't go. You know, you're stuck there. You can't go out. I mean, the whole experience was nice and not nice in a way. You know, it's a love and hate relationship, but I wouldn't want to go through that again. If I have a choice, I wouldn't.
Did you cry at all during that 14 days?
No.
Okay.
No.
But you could telephone people and speak to them, so you weren't completely alone.
Yeah, no. And I just took that time as a time to reflect on myself, you know, and think a lot of things, and then I just work out like crazy. So it's like, for me, it's good because I lost some weight during the quarantine, but then after I left, then I gained weight. Like, it's okay, you know?
Yeah. You had a deficit. All right, look, we're going to round it off there. First of all, congratulations, because I think you should have a certificate from somebody saying that you actually did it, because that is pretty, you know, you really wanted to get back here. And it's an example to other people that you can do it. And I think 9 out of 10 then for Thailand, for the government, for making this happen, making it safe and making it as easy under these circumstances for you. So hats off to them as well. And thank you so much for coming on and sharing your experience. Don't forget to send the pictures, because the viewers would like to, especially of the food as well, you know, obviously. Obviously, you've got a few of those. And, you know, I saw one picture of you doing yoga and all that. So send them all, and we'll insert them on this when we upload this picture. So, well, I'd say on behalf of Andrew, he can say it himself. Thank you very much, Kay, for coming on. It's been one of the best interviews for content and interest that we've done. And I think you've been absolutely fabulous, and we'd like to welcome you back, talking about another topic at another time, if that's okay with you. Yeah,
of course. Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me. You know, I never thought I would sharing this experience with anyone besides my family and my friends.
Well, it'll go out to a few more people now, so your story has to be told. When's the book coming out?
Soon.
Okay, Kate. Thanks very much. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Pleasure.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye-bye. Wow, that was so interesting.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, I would like to hear, you know, the difference of experiences between the Thai and the foreigner. I'm sure it'd be very similar. I think it would be similar. It's just the hassle of getting these flights and getting the first stage.
Well, someone told me that for the expats or foreigners or whoever, you know, non-Thais coming back, that it's not a free service. But I don't know that. But I would probably think it isn't a free service.
I think
that service that Kay got was for Thais. Huh?
But I think, you know, listen, whoever, the fact is, you know, your own nationals come first, of course. But that is, very, very, very impressive. And Thailand should be very proud of itself, and hopefully other people in other countries will see this and see basically the standards that Thailand's offering. And I'm not trying to be, let's be sweetie wife with Thailand.
No. And she didn't cry. I would have been a blabbering mess by day 2, but there we go. Listen, if you enjoyed the video, please, you know, just put the thumbs up to it and share it if you think somebody else would be interested in this little story. And if you haven't subscribed and you like what you see, we have a lot more coming of all different sort of content. Subscribe. So that's it from us, I think.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
See you later.
See you next time. Bangkok Chit Chat.